Hi everyone. Today there is going to be absolutely an amazing live stream because we have Manvitha here and we are from Manvitha is from Women in Open Source and it's actually okay. I would like Manvitha to explain everything. Go on, Manvitha. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Praveen. Good evening to everyone that are present here. We WiOS welcome you to this another knowledgeable event, ReactX. That is a session on React and Node.js by our speaker, Praveen Kumar Purushothaman. Sorry. I am Edaboina Godha Manvitha, the host for the day. And you can ping us over the chat box if you have any queries throughout the session, and they'll be answered by our speaker in the end of the session. Before we start off with the event, I'd like to give a gist about our chapter WiOS and event ReactX. Praveen, can I share my screen? Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Check out the YouTube video. It looks amazing.
All right. Thank you. Welcome to ReactX. Is being conducted by our chapter WiOS at VIT-AP. WiOS at VIT-AP is a well-organized and a non-profitable chapter at VIT-AP. Our goal is to bring gender diversity in the field of technology alongside encourage even participation among the genders to contribute to open source communities. We are a self-governing and self-organized community. Innovation is what we aim to achieve. Coming to the topics that we are discussing over the event, React and Node.js. React is a free and open source front-end JavaScript library for building user interface or UI components. It is maintained by Meta and a community of individual developers and companies. React can be used as a base in the development of single page or mobile applications. However, React is only concerned with state management and rendering the state to the DOM. So creating React applications usually requires the use of additional libraries, routing, as well as certain client-side functionality. Node.js. Node.js is an open source cross-platform backend JavaScript runtime environment that runs on the V8 engine that executes JavaScript code outside a web browser. Node.js lets developers use JavaScript to write command line tools and for the server-side scripting, running script server-side to produce dynamic web page content before they are sent to the user's web browser. Consequently, Node.js represents a JavaScript everywhere paradigm, unifying web application development around a single programming language rather than different languages for server-side and client-side scripts. Just give me a second. Yep. You can't see my screen anymore, right?
Yeah, Sorry. That's perfectly fine. Yes.
Okay. To our speaker, Praveen, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Okay, in a quick, I'll give a quick introduction. So, hi everyone, my name is Praveen. I'm originally from Chennai, India, and currently living and working in the UK for one of the top 2 banks in the UK. This was my last month, and this month I'm completely VT officer. Like full time, I'm doing the YouTube stuff and creating like awesome contents and other things. So the first thing that we are going to do today is like, so I'm specializing on JavaScript, full stack JavaScript development, specializing on React and Node.js. So that's about me.
Thank you, Praveen. In a gist, Praveen is a YouTuber, full stack JS developer, React JS specialist, front end enthusiast, and the list goes on. We hope you can enlighten us with your intellect and experience. We are looking forward to having an insightful session ahead.
Awesome. So today I'll just give a quick introduction about what all things that we will be learning today. So thanks a lot for coming in here. I could see a lot of people in the live chat as well. So Anjali asks, are you going to teach React live? Yes, the basics of React. Along with that, we are going to do a super awesome escape room concept. So it was Halloween last week. So thinking about the same thing, I thought, why don't we do a Halloween kind of a thing? And then in a simple, easy way, where we will be covering a lot of topics about React itself. So we'll be using the basics of JavaScript. We will be getting started with the React, like what all things that we can do on the, like in an online IDE or something like that. So we'll be using something called Code Sandbox. This is one of the best online IDEs for getting started with React. You don't need to do anything in your local machine or something like that. So everything is already set up for you. And the next thing is the differences between class and functional components. That is something which we will be learning. And finally, the most important things is about the hooks. There are a couple of hooks that we are working with. So we will be seeing what all hooks that we will be working on. And everything is going to be a live demo, like everything is practical. We will be creating crazy mouse pointer calculations and all those things, and then use event handling to make a super cute game that is going to help us with maybe like the Halloween kind of a themed game or something like that. So this is what we are going to do. How many of you are excited? So go ahead and those people who are watching in Zoom, kindly also quickly go to the live stream and put it on the background, muted, and then hit the like button. So here's the link once again. And where is everyone? So there is also, okay, how can you ask me queries? You can use the live streams chat. I'm keeping on monitoring the live stream chat. So that will be easier. And thank you, Anjali. For sure. Okay, so without further delay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, share my screen, and then show you a couple of more things, and we will go by it. Okay, so I want everyone to confirm if you're able to see the screen and me.
Yes, Praveen. We can see this.
Okay. So I keep saying that I'm a full stack JavaScript specialist, right? What is a full stack developer without a website? So here's my website, and it has got a simple layout, like a huge picture of mine. I'm a cat lover, I'm a cook, I'm a JavaScript developer, front-end developer, mentor, etc. Everything is there. And I have got all the, the social networks where you can stalk me. And here's my YouTube channel. By the way, for those people who are not watching this in the YouTube, look at it. This is how it looks in the YouTube channel. We have got Manvitha in the bottom and I am on the top. And this is how it looks like. And I don't want to create a mirror effect. So let's stop it here. So apart from these things, so there is a small introduction section where I have put only those things that are very much required. And then you have like a view profile that goes to my LinkedIn profile. Always make sure you have your updated LinkedIn, because whenever you are going to college, it will be very helpful. In case if you don't have experience, just skip this section and create a education section. What did I do in this? Oh, okay. What did I do in this education section? I just copied everything from my university's brochure, and then all these numbers are like made up numbers. One thing which I wanted to tell is everyone learns something in your life, right? So whenever you learn something, try to take a screenshot and put a small information about it and share it in your socials. For example, this thing I created like 11 years ago. I created this one like 10 years ago. This thing I created like 9 years ago. Comparing these three things with whatever I am creating in the latest few days, they look totally different, right? They look really good. So this way, it also shows you how you have improved a lot in the days, and you can keep this as your portfolio for showing instead of a single paper. And one more thing is writing blogs. I know that not many people will be as comfortable as me to show the face and then do something like share something. But as always, you can kind of like write something and then share it with the whole world, correct? So at that point of time, what you can do is, for those people who have just joined, hit this button, click the subscribe and click the like button for supporting me. Thank you so much for joining. And okay, so coming back to our talk. So please write a blog post of whatever you learned in a simple way where your grandpa, grandma, or a 5-year-old kid can explain or can understand. So that way your communication skills get very much improved, and it's all about communicating right way and the right time, right? And this will also help you in your industry as well. It is going to be completely communication related, written communication. So make sure you do that. And this is what people talk behind my back, and this is how you can talk behind my back. So these are a couple of things which I wanted to tell. And apart from this, let's directly jump into the development side of things. Okay. So my personal development environment, you can just put Praveen Dev environment. I'll just quickly go through the stuff here. So once you open this, you will be seeing something called as my personal development environment, my adventures. If you open that, you would be having this particular page. And here, this is what I'm currently using for all my development purposes. Okay. So first, starting with Google Chrome. This is one of the best browsers, I would say, because I know privacy wise, this is bad, but at the same time, there is a lot of things that are there in Google Chrome that might actually help you out with a lot of stuff. And we have got Google Chrome extensions for React. You just have to have this React DevTools extension. And the thing that we are going to do, you don't need to have anything except Google Chrome. Zoom is mainly for the communication. Most of the times I use Zoom for either live streams or talking to people, or in case if you have a question and you want to ask me, I use Zoom for that too. Then Git. How many of you want to have a time travel device for your code? Git is almost the same thing. So it is going to time travel you to one particular code where you did. And not only that, it also shows you from which to which you have got, like, from 0 to wherever you are, you can easily understand the code as well. Okay. So let's say in case if you started working on some project like 6 months ago or something like that, and then you're looking at it fresh right now, you'll be able to see what all things that you did from the previous day to till day. So something like, let me show you how this works. For example, let's say I have got this particular application. So I started with setting up all these things. Then I reorganized and removed all these stuff. Then again, I added, changed all the fav icons, then updated the description of this particular thing. Then I added Bootstrap, installed support for SCSS, added props, fixed the external links with, I mean, like, you can see that how exactly the whole application got developed. And finally, we are in this state. And why did I do this? It is because I wanted to convert the app from class component to a functional component, something like this. So this way, it is very much helpful for us to learn what exactly is happening. And so that is something which I wanted to tell. And apart from that, so we have item 2, and this is mainly for the terminal things. And let's directly jump to the main thing that we require, Node.js. Node.js is the one which actually runs the JavaScript side of things on the command line or out of the browser. Generally, JavaScript will run only in the browser. So Node.js will be using. For running Node.js, you just need to have the Node.js runtime installed. So if you go to nodejs.org, always go with the LTS version. LTS version is the best version to go for. So make sure you're going with that one. And finally, coming back to what we are working on, we have got our VS Code. VS Code is one of the best integrated development environments, which you can see here. And I have got a couple of extensions here. So I'll just quickly go through those extensions. I've got around 8 extensions in this. And in this 8 extensions, this is the same list of 8 extensions which are here as well. Okay, so the first thing is Cobalt 2. It's just a theme. So if you want, you can use it, or you don't want to use it. To do tree, again, something to show all the to-dos inside the page, inside the project. And VS Code icons is something that actually shows icons in a better way. That's it. These 3 things are nonsense plugins. The real need extension, the really needed extension are Prettier, ESLint. ESLint and Prettier will help you out in working with complex code, making it correctly, how should I say, making it correctly aligned, indented, etc. So for example, if I try to open a initial JavaScript file, I'm going to create a thing like const a equal to, let's say there is a B, and inside that you have a b.map c Then I put, let's make C comma D. And I have something like this. So I put a return D of C. Some crazy thing I'm doing. So maybe const E equal to D of C. Return E. Something like this. This is a minified JavaScript file you can call. If I go ahead and paste it here, there is something wrong here. Oh yeah, because I have forgotten to add. I forgot to add this arrow function here. Okay, so if I try to copy it and paste it here, you can see how it actually updated everything. The first thing is it removed the non-using, like you don't need this unnecessary parenthesis here, so it removed it. C comma D, the spaces are added. There is no semicolon here and all. There are like 3 semicolons here in these 3 places, so it has added all the semicolons. And then finally it also gave this one. So if I try to do without this one, even then it will give all the right answer, I believe. But let's see. Nope. So you need a semicolon there. So something like this. This is about what ESLint and Prettier does. Then apart from this, we have Git history and Git lens. So Git lens is one of the awesomest things I have ever seen. What happens is when you click on any line of code, that line gets, I mean, like it's an instant blame or something like that. Who did it, where, who did what and which time, something like that. That actually helps out in not going to the GitHub repository and trying it out. Git history also is a good thing. So it will show you everything inside your VS Code itself. So you don't need to go to the GitHub website for any case, anytime or anything, something like that. So these are a couple of things which I would say they are really helpful for stuff. And let's directly jump into, since we are running out of time, we'll directly jump into a demo. Okay, so first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this website called react.new. So react.new is a website where you will be able to get a nice UI which is related to our whatever we saw just now, and we will be using the same functional components and other things. So this is a very easy way to get started with React, developing React online. And we will also work on something like how to add the different stuff, etc., etc. Okay, so we'll go with this one. So the first thing is the whole interface is simple. Simple in the sense, when we are doing a local installation, there will be a lot of files. Here you don't have so many files. You have only a package.json, which is common thing in any of the JavaScript based environment. There is an SRC folder. The SRC folder is also very simple. We have like 10-15 files in the SRC folder in our local environment, whereas there are only 3 files: one app file, one style file, and then the index file for loading all these things. And in public also we used to have multiple files, but there is only one file here. That is just this index.html, which you can use it for adding all the third-party libraries, CSS, etc. Those kind of things. So far, is it clear? Is it good? How is it going? People who are joined in the Zoom, can you check out the YouTube thing as well? Okay, I could see some messages coming in Zoom as well as in YouTube as well. Anjali says, I use Firefox mostly. So in case of you using Firefox, I guess there should be Firefox version of React DevTools as well. React DevTools Firefox. But Firefox is, I'm not sure how good is Firefox for development, because usually back in those days, I also was using Firefox and Firebug in that case. And now it is completely Chrome. So there is also React DevTools by React for Firefox. So yes, you can use it. Hopefully it works. In case if there is any problem, let me know. And all of you have got my LinkedIn and other things. So let me put those links so that you can get connected and ask me any questions in case if you have any questions. So that is also there. Then any other questions? Is everything okay so far?
Yes, Praveen, you can go on. I don't see any questions in the chat
Okay,
box.
Cool. So the main idea is to create a kind of like a spooky escape room. Okay, so one room to another. How many of you know what an escape room is? So you have a, I did one thing recently. It's called freakzone.co, and this is how it looks. Okay, so this is the escape room I was talking about. This is one of the escape rooms I made myself. So it is called Freak Zone, and there is something like find stuff. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to try somehow finding. You need to come out of this place. You're already inside a spooky place. You have been encountered by a lot of Halloween lanterns, and you have to come out of it. So the clue here is you have to see the light and you need to move on top of it. So where is the light you can see? So I'll ask Manvitha. Manvitha, what light should I go for?
Maybe to the left upper corner because it's pretty huge.
It is pretty huge, right? So clicking on that, it actually takes me to this page.
Okay.
So we kind of like escaped from the previous place, and now we are haunted
Stuck
here.
in another one. Yeah,
locked up here. So next one, what should I do now?
How about the right corner one? Right corner.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Does that work?
No.
Okay, a little towards your left.
Which one?
Just the right one only, but towards the left one. A little left.
I'm here.
Right.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, focus on the bright light. The brightest light.
Okay, then top one.
This one?
Yep.
Boom. Now?
I'm stuck.
Come on.
Okay.
Think where the light is bright.
Can we consider the light coming out of the pumpkin?
Definitely, yes. That's also a light, right?
Okay. Okay, cool. The left pumpkin.
Okay, nothing happened.
Okay, right pumpkin.
Boom. So this is a simple way of like getting out of the escape room, and this is which I created, and we can try creating something similar to this. This is the idea. This is the idea of escape room and how you can use React, which is actually a component based application creator for creating a game like this. So this is the idea about today's session. And how many of you are excited now? We'll start with that. Yay. Awesome. Cool. Okay. So the first thing that we will be
excited, they can raise their hands through reactions down there.
Okay. Wow. And by the way, Shivansh is saying he created something similar for Agent Hacker. Technically, I did this for the Hacko Lantern and submitted the same thing. So today we will do something even simpler or something really nice. But the main concept here is we need to learn the concepts of React.js. Okay. So what we will be doing is immediately, if you want to update, like create a website or something like that, you can use Code Sandbox. The moment I do this, I have my website ready here. So look at this. There is a website already ready here. I'm just going to put something like, wait. What we can do is like, we can give a href for this particular YouTube stream and watch on YouTube. So this is immediately reflected here. You can see that there is React app here, right? We can change all those things. So let me share this link in YouTube as well. Sudarshan is here. Hey, Sudarshan. Thank you, Yash. Right. Okay. So coming back to our stuff. So what we are going to do is we will try to add some kind of a basic update, like update of changes. We will start with a background image or something like that. So for everything, we will be going to the style.css. So we are here in the style file and we can get rid of everything. Now, the first thing is we need a particular background for this. Okay. So let's find a spooky background. So we already found something really cool and spooky here. So let's use this one. Oh, wow. That's very small.
Take the second one in the row, right?
Dude, look at this. Unsplash has got a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay. What we can do is we can give one clue and then one picture so that we can go ahead with the next one, something like this, something like a advanced version of escape room. Okay.
Okay.
So let's start with this one, and we can actually make a better version of the escape room by giving a picture and taking an input from the user, not just clicking things, but we can also try to take the input from the user. That's, I guess that would be even more spookier and nice, right? So let's start with the font family, and let's give a spooky font. So we'll go with fonts.google.com. And what shall we put for the title? Someone suggest a good title. Any good idea for this, for the title?
Yes. Yeah.
Hunters. Okay, Hunters. Okay, that looks nice. So if I refresh this page, I could see that Hunters is changed here. And one more thing is there is a website called flaticon.com, and we can try to access one particular spooky icon from this. Okay, let's use this ghost image. This looks really nice. Don't ever hot link it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use imgur and then get this image pasted here. And then I will be using this particular URL. Okay. So if I go back to our source code for the shortcut icon, I can try to use this thing and save it. If I refresh this page, I'll be able to see that the Hunters icon has changed here. Can you see this one? Like, okay, I'll take a small screenshot and then try to, oh, that is our logo. Okay. So you could see that in the browser also, it has changed here. Okay. So this is how you will be changing the brand icons and other things. Okay. And let's close this one. And the next thing is we need a spooky font. So I'll go with fonts.google.com. Oh, we already opened it, right? Something spooky. Okay. So let's try to find out. Any idea for the
second font? Second row one starting.
This one, UG Mile.
No. Yeah, this one. Yep. UG Mile. Yep. That looks scary.
This doesn't look scary and all, but okay, this is. We will
As in, it looks like.
It looks cartoon, like the tree thing.
Cartoon
okay.
Scary characters.
Got it. Yeah. So what you would be doing here is basically you will be putting this in one of the lines after our link rel, all these things. Okay, so we'll be adding all these link rels, and then now we have got this spooky font here. So to use the spooky font, what you need to do is you go here. Where is the, yeah, in this one there is a way to use this as well. So font family UGMI, and then I go to my style.css. I'm just gonna paste it here, and if I refresh this page, I should be able to get it working. Yeah, so this looks, it looks like whatever we wanted. So refreshing on this main page also, we will be getting this way. So the first thing is we need the body's background image. So let's go ahead and go with this particular thing itself. This is actually looking good. So let's try to find out something. Literally everything looks spooky here. We'll use this one. This is also small. Like I want something that is landscape. So let's try to go for this one. So this is a landscape picture, and let's not use the fit. Let's try to get the width of 1280. Quality is fine. So this looks perfect. Let's copy this image address and go to our here is that img URL. Okay, it's here. URL failed to upload. That's fine. Let me copy the image itself and then paste the image here. Oh. So copy the image again, paste it once again. So here you go. You got the image as well here. So I'm just going to copy this one, use it as a background image. feel free to ask any questions if you have. So obviously we'll be having the dark background, and let's use a URL. And this is the not this URL. Copy image address. Let's try again. Yeah, this is the URL. So you got something like this. So if you open this one, it will be something like this. But this is not what we wanted. So we need to do background repeat as no repeat, and we'll be giving a cover background. Okay, so background size.
Chandrasekhar has commented saying, why not direct image address?
It is not always a good idea to have a direct image, because hot linking of any image will be a costly affair for their servers, right? So never ever hot link the images, and that is the main thing about not hot linking and using. So IMGUR is a CDN. It's a content delivery network. In simple terms, it is an image delivery. It is mainly for reading and writing all the images, putting it in the websites and stuff like that. Hot linking. This is called as a hot linking. And okay, there is this guy, Ram Kumar. Hey, Ram Kumar. I was not looking at this, man. Why did you put so many messages, man?
UK versus USA, something.
UK versus USA, wow, which is good. See, I'm from Tamil Nadu. Hundreds of Tamil movies. It is just that US Mapla is coming. So never I'm gonna go for the US. Okay, so UK is good. UK is good because 3 reasons. Number 1, there is no gun culture. There is no racism. Number 3 is we have a lot of connection between India and UK. And because of all these reasons, I'll choose UK for studies and as well as work. Workplace wise, there is so many laws in the UK that prevent you from being the victim, which means in case if you are going to be a, how should I say this? US life, you go and start working, you will be easily fired. I don't know, like hire and fire culture is there in the US, but in the UK, you have to give the correct right thing or something like that. So that's the reason I chose UK, and I'm studying in UK as well. I was studying in UK, and I'm for now, like it's been 8 years I've been in the UK. So ultimately awesome experience. This is from my point of view. It could be different for different people. So this is just my opinion. Okay, next time, please don't put these many messages. Okay.
Okay, Alon Musk. And I was like, never mind, I'm not interrupting.
And there was this guy, the guinea pig guy. I don't want to tell his name, but still, I mean, because of him itself, I'm not getting into US. And there is also this Tamil movie called Anand Tandavam, where they showed the dark side of USA. For me, I want to live, so live alive.
Dhanush movie you were talking about.
Dhanush movie, yeah. No. It was Tamana movie, and there was the Siddharth Venugopal. He goes to the US, and there is this study thing he does, and there was this divorce culture. Then there was this gun culture. People go in the class and shoot someone. I mean, like, what's happening? And I was completely scared. And just because of that movie, I chose not to go to US. That is the first ever reason. And any South Indian movies you take, the bride will come from UK Mapla. So I hate that thing. Okay, so we are here. Now we have got this crazy setup right now, and we need to give a lot of clues, and then the clues will go to the next stuff. Okay, before that, what we will do is we'll create a form, and then this hello code sandbox and all is there, right? So hunters game, let's put that way. And H2, use the clues to navigate. Use the clues to navigate to the next screen. Okay, watch the build on YouTube. Something like that we wrote. And for this, we'll give color FFF, because it's supposed to be white. And text shadow, we will give 5px, and we can give it in a kind of a glow way. Okay, body, we can give a text align center so that everything is aligned center. So if you refresh this page, you'll be able to see something like this. Okay, so this is the basic thing what we just built. And now coming to the hooks. So we need a state hook to have something inside the page. Okay, so we are going to use state, and then it is imported from React here, and then this exposes two things to an array of two elements. So const this is equal to useState, and we will give 0 as the initial thing. This is going to be the image set image. Okay, so this is going to be the image index. Now we need to have a list of images. Const images is going to be, so we have got a set of images here, and each image will have a URL. Okay, so URL of the image that we need to put, then answer for this image. What else do we need? A clue, right? Clue for the answer, clue or the question for the answer. Okay, so something like that we want. We will create 3 images so far for now. So this is kind of like the advanced version of the game which we saw before. Okay, and we can also tell in the last thing, this is the final true, something like that. This is the final page, so you don't have any other page or something like that, so that the form need not be visible there. Okay, something like this. So Hunter's game, use the clues to navigate to the next screen. So far, how is this going? Any questions? Anything that you wanted to ask?
I don't see any questions in the chat box, but YouTube,
there are some questions.
That you didn't share the event link on.
Yeah. Sorry. I guess I will let Manvitha explain why I did not do that. Go on, Manvitha. Whatever happened like half an hour ago, you tell. Okay, so there is also a question from Akash about what is the process of. Okay, first thing, I'll answer quickly all the questions. Elon Musk says UK also has racism, but much lesser than USA, which is completely acceptable. But at the same time, for me, I have been here for about 8 years. I haven't seen even a single racism. I have spoken with people from Pakistani origin, from African origin. My close friends are from those 2 countries as well. They were actually helping me out in my exams as well, or else I wouldn't have cleared my exams to that level. They are so good, and it is not about how we see these 2 countries, but it was really good. And generally there was a talk when I was about to go to the UK. People were saying, don't go to that country people, they are people like that, and don't go to these country people, they are kind of like drug dealers, blah blah blah. Nothing like that. People are so gem here. So that is something which I found later. It is all these politics bullshit propaganda only, I guess. I don't know. And secondly, coming to the racism part, I haven't personally, I haven't been through any racism or racist kind of things. I am an Indian. I have been working with all the British guys, Chinese people, and everyone. Like literally everyone treats me the same. Even Americans. Like the thing is, Americans were a bit rude to me. British people were so soft, very well spoken, etc. So this is my experience. Akash is asking, what is the process to get into a UK from a tier 3 college? If you say that way, my college, when I was studying in India, that was a tier 17 college. Okay, tier 17, tier 23 college, I could say. Okay, no one knows what college I studied. It's not about the college, but it's about applying to the right university. So for me, if you ask, actually, I'll stop my screen sharing so that I'll explain everything in an easy way. Okay. So if you ask me, I have been working with a lot of small companies back in India, like, when I was studying. So I kind of like learned a lot of things in those times. And second thing is, I was also very much involved in doing some coding and stuff like that. So this is a small background about me. And then when it comes to the college and other things, during the college time, I was able to grab into the TCS. I got into TCS. Okay, so that's the first thing I did. And secondly, I was also able to secure a small internship. So a bit of these kind of things happened. And 3 years I worked in TCS, bit of a good learning. And then I wanted to go out of India. At that point of time, I was in a fear that I couldn't write any entrance examination. I hate to write any entrance examination, because when I write any entrance examination, GATE, TOEFL, IELTS, anything I write, I'll fail 100% sure. So what happened is, most of the British universities have a tie-up with India, and if you have your university teaching you in English that they understand, you don't even need to write any entrance examination. I did not write any entrance examination. 12th standard English marks, they checked. I got like 75%. They gave me 3.5 lakhs worth of scholarship. The same mark, the same percentage. Now it is worth 10 lakhs of scholarship. So no entrance examination, 10 lakh scholarship, free entry, unconditional entry. This is what happened with me. So irrespective of tier 3 college or tier 15 college or tier 27 college, it doesn't matter. Just what matters is how you will showcase yourself or project yourself to the UK universities. That is something which I wanted to tell. And the next thing is Elon Musk again. This shit is too amazing, bro. Mr. Robot type of stuff. Really? What is that? Okay, sorry about this, Shishir. Yes, I did not post. I guess my co-host Manvitha will take care of that question. Go on, Manvitha. Explain what happened.
All right. It was kind of hectic to put up the link on his LinkedIn account. That's it. So we will be having the session on the YouTube. You shared your YouTube link, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So can everyone just come and say hi in the YouTube chat as well? Everyone who is watching in Zoom, here is the YouTube link. Go ahead.
Yeah,
and say hi.
You can check out the session there. Yeah, that's the link.
That actually looks better rather than watching in Zoom.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Okay, so that is about my experience with UK, and that is about the fun thing that happened half an hour ago. Okay, we have got a lot of people saying hi Satvik, hi Anu Thomas. And by the way, did I say that at the end of this session we are going to get something really cool? I'll tell you. Okay, so coming back to our usual coding thing, I'm going to share my screen once again, and let's go for it. So this is what we saw so far. Okay, so now what we want is every single scene should have a URL. Then there should have an image that should have a clue, and we need to provide an answer. Okay, this is what should happen. Okay, so for that, for adding that image, this is the current image that we have got. Okay, so try to put the first image here. So let's put a div class name. Here we cannot use class because class is a reserved keyword in JavaScript. So we'll be using class name. And then this is the image container. Damn. My screen share got stuck.
Oh, yeah. Yes. We can't see your screen.
Okay. Just give me a few seconds. What I'm going to do is I will immediately jump out and jump in. Okay, so unfortunately I have to do that, I guess. So where is this?
Make Zoom someone host.
Yeah, I'm just making the Zoom. Okay, or else I'll make Manvitha you the host.
Yeah.
Just give me a few seconds. I'll try to be back. So I'll just put this holding screen. Very sorry about that. Manvitha, I'm making you as a host. Where are you? Make host. Okay, and let me leave and come back. I'll be very back. See, I will be very soon back. Okay. Right, I guess I'm back.
Yeah. We can see you.
Okay, let me try sharing my screen once again. So tell me if you're able to. Yeah, now you're able to see the screen. Okay, good. That was quick. Thank you so much.
I made you the host again back.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Now, the next thing that I know what exactly happened now. So give me 1 second. Where am I? Sorry about this. I just need to do one more small thing. Okay, I hope that works. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead with the next one. So we need to somehow display the current image in the image container. So we'll be using an image tag here, and the SRC will be a dynamic thing. So what we are going to do is we'll be using this open close braces, and inside that we'll be using the images, that is the array, and inside that we'll be putting the current image thing. So images of image, and the content will be alt tag will be the clue, right? So we'll use images of image dot clue. Okay. So now at first you will not be getting any image here, right? So what we will do is let's try to find out one good image from our Unsplash itself. Or else let's use images.google.com in a quick way. We'll take all the 500 by 500 images. So image size colon 500 x 500, and then we'll be able to add spooky. Okay, cool. So now we'll use this image. Let's have the answer as head. So I'm just going to copy the image, add it here. So this is the first thing, copy image address. So let's have the URL as this. Answer will be head, and the clue, what should be the clue? The answer should be head, which means what should be the clue? Why is the image not displaying here? So image dot image, sorry, URL. Okay, we got something like this. So we need a clue. The clue's answer should be head. So what can we put for the clue? Any questions? Yeah, there are like so many people here. Sishir, yes, I'm looking at the YouTube as well right now. Is there any problem? Are you all getting the screen correctly right now? Yeah, it looks fine to me. Anu Thomas says, can I get some information regarding the undergraduate admissions for 2022 for some good university? Sure. Connect with me. Definitely we can talk about it. Super thing. Yes, 100%. Did we get any answers? No answers yet. Plus, someone please give me one answer. Okay, let's say this is going to be very dumb. What has been replaced by a pumpkin? So that's the clue, and we need to add this clue thing here. So let's add a paragraph tag, and let's give the clue here. So images of image dot clue. So if you do this one, you get this particular thing, and then we need to also have an input, and we are going to do a connected component here. So listen to me carefully what exactly connected component means. So we will be connecting it to a state. Okay, so what we will do is there is the set image and image, right? We'll put set input and use state as nothing, like giving a empty thing. And now I'm going to give the value as input, and then on change, if I use, I'll put an event, and then set input. I'm going to put event.target.value. So this way, whatever I change here will becomes the value of input here as well. For example, let me try to put the input here. If I refresh this page, you'll be able to see that if I type anything here, I'm able to also get this one in this place, right? So if I type in head, I will be able to see that there is the head here. So now I'll be using this for the validation purpose, right? At this point of time, what I'm going to do is I need to style this input as well. So let's go to the style.css input. I'm going to give a spooky background again. So the background color is going to be RGBA 255, 255, 255, 0.25, so that it is kind of like a dull color. That did not work. That's input, right? Did I mess anything up? So let's try to do with, this is input, image container. We have input. The background color is this. Border none. Border radius 5px. For some reason, something is not working. Style.css I have added here. Here I have imported it as well. So let's refresh here. Yeah, that works. Border radius works, but background doesn't work. Interesting. So I used RGBA, background color. It's correct only, no? Yeah, I used this auto generator as well. That should work. Right. Interesting. Let's have a look at what exactly went wrong. But why invalid property value? RBGA. Oh my God. Okay. It should be RGBA. Sorry about it. Okay. And then we'll give a font size of 1.5 EM or something like that so that the font looks better. And then we'll also give a text align center so that the alignment is centrally aligned. So let's give a display block and give margin as let's give 15px auto so that it also looks centered. So if I refresh this page, you'll be able to see that there is this place where you can add the thing. So, but at the same time, it is not actually visible. So what we will do is we can try giving a background which is black and it is 75% black. In this screen, definitely it will be visible, I guess. And we can also give a small thing like on focus. I don't want it to have anything on the focus. So focus or active, focus. Or active. Let's remove the outline. None. So this way, if I refresh this one, I could see that there is no outline here. And let's give a border 2px solid FFF so that you can clearly see that here is type your answer here or something like that. So we need to give a placeholder for that case. So let's use a placeholder. Type your answer. Cool. Now, if you refresh this page, you'll be able to get all these things. So type your answer is here and we have got everything. What has been replaced by a pumpkin? The answer should be head. But if you type the answer only, then you should get the next button coming up. So what we can do is we can have one conditional rendering part of things here. So what happens here is we will put if input, input is same as images of image dot answer. Actually, input should be to lowercase because definitely there is a possibility that these people will give spaces, lowercase, uppercase, etc. If this is the case, then show the next button. Okay, so I'm going to give a button here, or maybe I can, there is no form, right? So let's go and give a button, slash button, and next. Okay, so if you see this one, there's no next button here. If I type in head, bam, you get the next button here. So that's exactly what happens here. So we will go with the same thing, image container button. In the meantime, I'll check the YouTube chat. I just posted all my details here, Anu. Just a second, Anu. Let me send you my, add me on LinkedIn, Anu, so that we can talk about the whole thing. Is the Zoom, is the screen a bit invisible? Sorry about that. Let me zoom in a bit. Is this okay? I wanted to see this perfectly. That's the reason I was having it in a small zoom. So now we have got this. Sorry?
It looks good, Praveen.
Thanks. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So Anu Thomas talked to me in This one. So my WhatsApp number is in my website itself. So website is https://praveen.science. So call me from there. Okay, cool. So the next thing that we will be working on is, once you get the next button, what this button needs to do, right? So it needs to go to the next image, correct? So this head thing, we have got it. We also need another thing. So we can take this particular thing and okay, we can use this one. So copy this one. Let's go back to our imgur. Once it says upload complete, copy the image address. Yes. And Manvitha, please take care of both YouTube chat as well as.
Yeah. I'm checking once in a while.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So we have imgur image here. The clue is the drink. The answer should be coffee. Okay. So once this one is there, the answer is correct. Next button, what it does is, on click, first thing is you need to prevent the default event, because button will try to refresh the page. Okay, event.prevent default will stop it from doing that. And second thing is, you need to set this image to the next image. So set image is a function that gives the current image address. So I'm going to put image +1, something like this. So, and not only that, we also need to clear the input element as well. Okay, so input, set input, and give the simple thing. Okay, these are the two things that we need to do. Okay, so what we can do is we can just make this way. Yeah, return. Right now, if I try to refresh this page, I type in my answer head, I get the next button, great. I press the next button, I get the next picture now. Okay, so we also need to make that image look a bit better. So image container is here. Let's give a padding of 15 pixels, and image container img, we can give border radius 15 px, so that it kind of looks like this. At the same time, we want also some box shadow. It's not an inset, 0, 0, blur 15 px. If it is black, it's going to be like this. Actually, it looks nice, right? Okay, so now we have image container, the paragraph. The paragraph needs to be a bit bigger. So let's give font size 1.25 em, and let's refresh this page. Boom, it is kind of okay. And we can also give a text shadow. Already there is a text shadow, right? There is already a text shadow. We don't need another text shadow. Okay, what has been replaced by a pumpkin? Let's put head, and let's go next. Okay, the drink, the coffee. Boom. So this is a simple way of creating an application in React, which is actually a game, and we can make use of this one. Watch the whole build on the YouTube as well. So YouTube, this is what we are actually talking and doing things. So apart from this, let's see if there is anything else that we can do. The final image, right? So we have got how many images already? So there is only this image. There is no need of clue. So you can say you won, congratulations, and we can put the tada thing. Okay, something like this. The URL, you need a congratulations thing, spooky congratulations. So spooky winner and the spooky vegan. Okay, the haunted highway, nice, na?
Yeah.
Thanks. We'll put. Okay, we can put this way. Thank you so much. And this is actually also animated. Looks nice. So we'll use this one. Unfortunately, we have to copy the URL, and this time if the URL doesn't work, it works. We are happy. This is actually a GIF image. Okay, good. Now let's go back. URL is this. You won. Congratulations. Since we don't need to give an answer here, final is true is there, no? So if the final is true, we don't need to display anything from here. Okay. So we are going to put these whole thing inside a fragment because React is going to send only one stuff, and images.image dot final not final, then do this. Okay, if it is not final, then do this. You already have the paragraph here, so that is fine. And this one is just the button, right? So let's put this one here. The input should also be not shown. Okay, so let's refresh it. So this is the complete game that we built, Hunter's game. Okay, let me put it in the full screen so that everyone will be able to see this. Okay, Hunter's game. Use the clues to navigate to the next screen. Watch the build on YouTube. And what has been replaced by pumpkin? Head. Oh wow, that's correct. Next, the drink. Sarak. No, doesn't work. Let's try beer. Doesn't work. Mocha. Doesn't work. Coffee. That works. And then click next. Boom. Thank you so much. You have won. Congratulations. Have a happy Halloween. This is the game that we created within like what, 1 hour or something like that. And in a few minutes, like we learned a lot of things about React, like how things work on React and stuff like that. How was it? This is something very simple which I wanted to do, and I hope this was interesting to most of you. And tell me your feedback on this. Okay, shall we all make the number of likes on the YouTube channel to 50 so that I can give you some kind of a simple, a small goodie for everyone? Not for everyone, at least for a few people who are active. So here's the YouTube link. Go ahead, hit the subscribe and hit the like button. Make it 50, make it count to 50. And then I'm going to reveal something super cool.
It's right. 45, 44.
And we are open to all the questions. In case if you have any questions, please feel free to answer. Feel free to ask, and I'm happy to answer it. Yay, we got 50 plus. So the goodies is like we have got the MLH thing going on right now. It is another hackathon. I believe a lot of people are part of MLS hackathon as well. So I'm just going to put a small put a link to the YouTube, sorry, the introduction of MLH thing, and there you can find a lot of goodies. HackFit opening ceremony, and please go ahead, grab it, don't miss it. You have 2 more hours left and get something awesome. Let's join as a team and start hacking, and who knows, you might be eligible, you might be able to win this swag. How does this look like?
That looks great.
So this is something which I got it for my local hack day, I guess. And this was super cool. So don't miss it. Hit the subscribe and hit the like button. And thank you so much. Any other questions? And feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Ask me any questions you want.
So what kind of opportunities can we get by starting a career in JS or web development?
So JavaScript is very much flexible, and there are like so many things that you can do in JavaScript, like starting from web development till software development. So for example, in simple terms, let me say, so if you know JavaScript, you can get into web development. If you know JavaScript, you can get into mobile development, because mobile, you have React Native, you have you have React Native, you have a lot of mobile related things like Ionic, and there are like so many things like that. And finally coming to the other part of the JavaScript part of things. What was the other thing which I was talking about? Desktop application development and software development. You can use Electron, whatever which you are using, like Visual Studio Code or anything, or Atom, etc., are all created using JavaScript. Brackets is one of the best examples that you can say. It is completely using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, just front end. And coming to the server side thing, side of things, you can also work with Node.js, again a JavaScript. And then in case if you are working with databases, you have MongoDB and other databases which are once again JavaScript. And JavaScript integrates with almost every single application that you can talk about, and that is something which I wanted to say. So JavaScript is really powerful, really easy to learn, and some people suggest that you can go with Python. Python is number one because of its efficiency, because of its history, etc. But at the same time, JavaScript is in the number two. I'm happy to stay with JavaScript and be the number two. But in case if you want to go for something really awesome, you can go with Python or you can go with JavaScript. Both are extremely good. A lot of people are looking forward to hire developers from both the fields. So web, mobile desktop app or server-side app, you can go for JavaScript. For Python, machine learning, artificial intelligence, robotics, web scraping, again server-side programming, backend programming, or gaming, OpenCV. OpenCV is like something called as computer vision. So if you want to create something like a Harry Potter cloak thing, you can also do that thing as well. So all these things are possible using JavaScript. So don't miss it. So these are things that you can do with JavaScript.
What are the advantages of using React?
It just makes you a bit easier in terms of like having the componentization things on the client side. For example, in the client side, what you would use generally, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML, you cannot break the files into multiple files, right? React is all about componentization. So if you want your content in different files, for example, you let's say Manvitha, you are working on the header part. I'm working on the content part, and there is another person, Praveen, who is working on footer part. We three will be working on the same file, and there will be a lot of merge conflicts. You have to send me the file. Sometimes your file changes will be lost. You will curse me. Those things will happen. So instead of all these things, you work on header.js, I work on content.js, let that guy work on footer.js. Simple. So no stress or like there will be not much issues in that case. So that is something which one. Anjali is saying like JS is really easy to start but tough to master. I would say the same thing with myself as well. I have been working with JavaScript for the past 18 years, 8 years, and never ever I would say that I have mastered JavaScript, because every day JavaScript is also evolving, right? So definitely that is something which is very huge words to say. You cannot master a language 100%. Even the person who created the language will not be able to master. That is my humble opinion. But it is always better to like, you can have a good command over the application, but you can never master an application.
True.
And that should not actually demotivate you from doing anything. So if you like it, okay, the syntax of JavaScript is good or something like that, but I'm not able to master it, that's completely fine. That is what even I am. So I'm also having a career in JavaScript only. So that's completely fine.
Okay. So now we are heading to a quiz.
Okay. That's interesting.
Please share your screen and drop the link. Okay. Satvik has dropped the link in the chat box.
Okay.
Open the link given in the chat box, fill in your details, follow the instructions given in the Google form, and solve the questions. Fastest finger first. Who submits
I'll also share the link in the YouTube thing.
Win the quiz, and the time limit of the quiz is 6 minutes. I'm sorry, Praveen.
Okay. I'll also share the link in the YouTube channel. Just a second.
Yeah, sure. Shreya, I have to make you the host.
No. Wait. Actually, you can share the screen.
That
should be possible.
It's not me. Someone else is going to share the screen.
Whoever wants to share the screen can share the screen. Ask them to share the screen. I'll also share the screen on the screen. And also, I have added that link in the YouTube chat as well. In case if you want to explain what the link is about, Manvitha, you can do that.
Okay, all right.
So let me know once you have shared. I mean, like, what is happening? Go ahead, share the screen.
Shreya?
Manvitha, would you like to try sharing the screen just to check if it works?
Screen sharing is not required. I guess.
Okay, not required.
Not required. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just click the link Satvik has posted in the chat box and read the instructions carefully to do the quiz and good luck.
So there is an awesome question from Sax.
Minutes.
I'm pretty sure he's my mentor. And let me answer this question. React versus Angular. I know you are biased, but why not play the devil's advocate and tell me the cons of React and pros of Angular? Okay, this is a great question. Okay, I'll tell the pros of Angular. So Angular has got, in case if you're working with something like a framework or something like that, Angular is the framework, and you have literally everything. For React, you need to the pros of Angular will be the cons of React as well. So in terms of Angular, Angular comes as a framework. You have the HTTP directive, you have the file accessing directive. Angular being a framework, it can run on its own. The server is on its own. So you need a separate Node.js application to run as a server in the backend for React, but not for Angular. And then you do have, what else should I say? Again, coming to the fetching thing, Angular has a directive called HTTP directive. Angular has its own routing thing, but React doesn't have any of these things. For all these things, you need to go for a third party. So that is the major drawback of React versus Angular. But people who are like me, who are biased towards React, we will say that this is actually good because React can, people can use any kind of fetching thing. For example, I might like fetch, you might like Axios, another person might like Superfetch. So that kind of freedom is there in terms of React, but not in Angular, because Angular you have to use whatever is there in the built-in part. Angular CLI is also there. Okay, there is the CLI for Angular and Vue are extremely powerful comparing with React. React CLI is not that powerful. Why am I playing the devil's advocate? No. What else could I say? I guess that's it. I don't want to mess up React further because I love React. React power.
Kindly start the quiz. I'm sorry. The quiz has started. Do start the quiz.
Can I also participate in the quiz?
Yeah, sure, Praveen.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. Oh, it is asking for a registration number. I don't have a registration number. I'm just gonna put 0000.
Oh,
Is it only for these people? Like
yeah,
people
yeah. We are sorry, Praveen.
No problem. For fun.
Okay. Hey, this is crazy. I don't even know how to start with this one now. Oh my God. Okay. I'll see whatever I can do. Hey, this is very easy. No, this is not. Okay. I guess I found something nice. That's it. We've got it. It's a nice jigsaw puzzle that's done.
Our technical team has done it.
What is the answer? It is saying answer. What kind of, where exactly will I get the answer? Oh, I know what. Okay, got it. It's the logo.
Yeah, logo.
Okay. Hey, this is crazy. This is nice. ggex.com. Okay, can I tell a clue for everyone? No? Make sure you set the top things first.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a common sense clue, but yeah. I've solved this, but I don't know what is this logo about. What should I do?
You can search.
Oh yeah, I can actually Google Lens it. How many of you actually finished it? What logo could this be?
Well, now 6.
Oh yes, it is. I know what it is. Another jigsaw puzzle. Okay, this is. I know what it is. I don't even need to solve this. Okay, done. How many of you finished it?
How many have you finished? You can raise your hands.
Raise your hands.
Hey, seriously, the last one was so relatable. All right. Are there any other questions for the stream? Angular, I feel like a noob friendly. Seriously, no way. The quiz is not mobile friendly, it seems. Oops. I saw the last one. Okay. Got it. That was actually interesting. We still have a lot of people in the live stream as well. And anything else from our side? Manvitha?
I've got an announcement.
Go on.
Okay, so upon submitting your the PDFs of your screenshots of your work, you will get a certificate.
Nice.
In the Google form. Do submit.
Google Forms in the chat box. You can submit it by tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Share the video link with your friends and ask them to submit. Try it.
Yeah.
I guess most of your friends couldn't attend the event. They can also view the recorded video session from Praveen's channel and submit the work.
Yeah.
Okay, something I messed up. Sorry about it.
Glad to see so many responses. Do submit as soon as you finish.
Awesome. So we can also end the stream in case if we are done with everything.
Oh yes, thank you so much, Praveen, for
live streaming,
enlightening us with React and Node.js today.
Thanks a lot. And one thing before I leave, I just wanted to tell everyone, stay safe. It's pandemic time, so be careful with the COVID virus. And yeah, so that's all. So
you can say another thing: subscribe, like, and share.
Please like, subscribe, and share it, and take a full-size screenshot. Post it on LinkedIn, Twitter, and your favorite social networks.
Take one, right?
Yeah,
and also tag us so that you can get a small surprise from WiOS.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a good way to get you guys into trouble.
Promote. Yeah.
But yeah, seriously. Okay, in case if you're not able to give something from WiOS, I'll back you up. Okay, so there is going to be something nice stuff that I'll personally give. Okay, so go ahead, share it with everyone, and cool. Thanks a lot for coming in.
It was a great session, Praveen. Thank you so much,
Manvitha.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, team. All right then. So would you like to say a bye, Manvitha, to the
Bye.
YouTube? Bye. See ya.
Yeah.